Here's a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in curls. Here's the story of a man named Lenny who was busy designing jewels of his own. They were four men living all together, but they were all alone. Till the one day when this lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group would somehow form a Joe team. That's the way they all became the Yo-Jo Bunch. The Yo-Jo Bunch. The Yo-Jo Bunch. That's the way they became the Yo-Jo Bunch. Welcome back, True Believers. Elite Legend back at you guys with another G.I. Joe Classified series video. And today we are coming in hot off the heels of the G.I. Joe Classified series Fan First Friday stream. Oh, Fan First Tuesday? You guys know, same shit, different day when it comes to a stream from the folks at G.I. Joe Classified series. That's right, Lenny and Squeaky and Little Richie came to us live from a broom closet. That's right. Things have gotten so bad for the G.I. Joe team over at Hasbro that they have been relegated to a broom closet. No longer do they have the privilege of using that sweet-ass studio that we saw during the last stream. They are now stuck in a broom closet talking about these digital renders and overlapping pre-orders. They did not disappoint. Emily busted out the cell phone. She got Brett Favre. That's why she smiled. She tried to play it off like she was talking about her little dog, but we all know what it is. Now, she decided that she was going to break it down in layman's terms for us in the G.I. Joe Classified series community that can't read between the lines, that can't put two and two together. She actually gave us a breakdown of how mathematics works later in the video, but we'll get to that in just a moment. She read an email from HR. I don't know who it was. The Elite Legend doesn't remember, but she talked about varied and sporadic releases, which might be a medical condition. She talked about early and limited quantities being shipped out. She rationalized why certain mom and pop shops overseas are getting these G.I. Joe Classified series figures, but retailers in the United States. This is called Real American Hero. But you can't get those figures in the U.S. because Snake Eyes. Movie Wave Figures killed retailer enthusiasm. They want a new SKU code before they order more G.I. Joe figures because they can't have products sitting on the shelves. Nobody wants a Kiku. Nobody wants dude who does not look like Baroness. Nobody wants Dirty Milkwater exclusive Storm Shadow. Nobody wants Henry Golding Snake Eyes. But anywho, Emily read an email, kicked off this stream in grand fashion. She talked about the pandemic, the supply chain issues snowballing and continuing to grow. But it's funny how the pandemic and the supply chain issue and the Pirates of the South Pacific only affect G.I. Joe. So the translation for layman's terms is they think we're stupid. The reason why Crotch Master showed up on the Jersey Shore is because they wanted to make sure that we get all of our product at the same time. So there's going to be one-offs, like Crotch Master being at the Jersey Shore, like Spirit with his holistic healing powers showing up in Transylvania. The important thing is that we're going to get these figures eventually. Now, during my last stream, I told you guys that we were going to see digital renders, but they switched it up. They're not using digital render anymore. It is now called digital previews, or paint masters with no accessories, or how Lenny called it, character reveals. And the very first character reveal was, I'm on a new level, Snake Eyes, in different colors. He's in his Renegades-inspired attire, and he comes with a white timber, which is actually racist. But we got kind of a gray timber. Are we going to get a black timber? And Pride Month is coming along. Will we be getting a rainbow Pride Month inspired timber? Only time will tell. Yojo June is around the corner, and maybe big things are coming. Maybe. They talked about subtle oversprays, and this figure will be available in the future. Then they went ahead and showed off a Zartan figure that is going to be part of the Walmart exclusive Retro Wave, which features paper-thin cards. Sunbow inspired. This Zartan is looking nice. Too bad we already have 2 Zartans in the G.I. Joe Classified Series line. But maybe 3 will be a charm, because people are having a hell of a hard time getting the second one. Now the third figure that was showed off, the digital preview of Storm Shadow. Remember how they talked about overlapping pre-orders? Well, those pre-orders, they are overlapping. We are getting a repainted non-Dirty Milk Water exclusive Storm Shadow before the actual first non-Dirty Milk Water exclusive Storm Shadow drops at our doors, except for the one-offs in Taiwan and the UK and Amsterdam. That's right, this time Storm Shadow comes with different hands, no gauntlets, he has cool grays, and Soup Blanco, whatever the hell that is. And then Lenny Squeaky and Little Richie decided to show off some comic books that nobody cares about because IDW Publishing has killed off the G.I. Joe line, because there's an old saying, I think it's like, get woke, go broke. Now the fourth figure, the fourth digital preview is Dookie. And it's a figure that was rumored back last year during the month of June. It was leaked that Dookie was going to be part of the Tiger Force. And they said he was going to be coming with a vehicle, and everybody was speculating what it was going to be. Everybody knows what it is. When it comes to G.I. Joe Classified Series, the only vehicles they will give us have to be motorcycles. So we are going to be getting a Ram Cycle repaint in Tiger Force. Wow, this is a reimagining of Tiger Force. Because and they even acknowledged it, there was no Ram Cycle during the Tiger Force, so this is just a way of getting reuse of the Ram Cycle that came with, I don't even remember his name, it's been so long ago. On to the next digital preview. So after Dookie, they decided to go ahead and release a troop builder. This is a troop builder that nobody asked for, and everybody's gonna want. And it is going to be Blue Ninjas. Emily went ahead and showed us how math works. She said 3 take away 1 equals 2, which makes this a 2-pack. We're going to be getting a male and a female ninja, so that means Jinx may be right around the corner. Now those ninjas come with some creepy looking masks, but that wasn't the end of the digital previews. That's 5. If the Elite Legends math is working correctly, 4 plus 1 is 5. They said there was going to be 6 figures revealed. And this one is kind of a big deal. Now, even Emily was able to determine that Sergeant Slaughter was a big deal. And one of the things that the Elite Legend has always wondered was why they don't have more heroic-looking people doing these streams. I know they want to go after the nerd culture, but G.I. Joe is a testosterone-fueled action figure line that 99.9% of the fans are men that were drawn towards heroic characters. So the Elite Legend feels that people like John Cena, Jack Reacher, Sergeant Slaughter should be the ones rolling these figures out, not Emily, Squeaky, and Goth Rings. Little Richie's cool, though. So, Sergeant Slaughter is coming to the G.I. Joe Classified Series, and this is called the Valaverse Sergeant Slaughter. Lenny went on to say, we made him jacked. That's right, Sergeant Slaughter made his first appearance in the G.I. Joe cartoon, and he was there to whip the Joes into shape. And this Sergeant Slaughter figure looks like he can do just that. He can whip those Joes into shape, and he can whoop some Cobra ass. No bonbons, no video games. Just straight up ass whooping. And that's in order. They showed off some Tiger Force bazooka. They had some weird conversation about his sweet stash. A whole lot of innuendo. They were talking about that low blow fog. And listen, baby, when it comes to that low blow. Dusty, no. This is a family stream. They went on and on about how big and thick bazooka was. They showed off that rugged artwork. And just kept going on and on about how really big and thick bazooka was. He's going to be a Target exclusive, which is what everybody wanted to hear. People were celebrating when they heard that their credit cards are going to be charged 3 times a week. He's also available limited quantities on Hasbro Pulse. They went to his wave mate, Recondo. Tiger Force Recondo with his rugged hair and mustache. They showed off that beautiful artwork for Recondo. That's probably the manliest artwork that you will see in the G.I. Joe Classified line. They talked about the Cobra Officer and how he's not done yet, which means he will be available very soon, if not already, in the country of Lansing, Michigan. They showed off the artwork for the Cobra Officer made by Francois Menage-a-Trois. The American Dream! That they wrote it quite familiar with the Menage-a-Trois, baby. Dusty, come on! Then they finally gave us some eye candy. After the Sausage Fest, we got to see Zarana, who apparently is one of Lenny's favorite members of the Dreadnoks, which leads me to believe he's not really a fan of Dreadnoks. They showed off her blade. They talked about heating it up and sliding it in. So much innuendo. Dusty Rhodes, come on out here. Listen, baby, sometime you gotta put it in there cold. And then it comes out hot and flaming, baby. All right, Dusty. TMI. This Zarana looks sweet. Incredible details. Incredible outfit. But she's also the second bald-headed hoe in the G.I. Joe Classified series. She has removable hair. You can get the OG pompadour. You can get the David Bowie-inspired mullet. And, of course, the bald-headed hoe a la dude who does not look like Lady J. This is going to be a mainline figure, which is code for peg warmer in the G.I. Joe Classified series line. Emily decided to go on about diversity and G.I. Joe being a melting pot. I guess they had to hit that bullet point. Taboo was not available because they're not going to show off the Spirit. Enough of that, Elite Legend! I was not wrong. While I did say the Crocmaster, Spirit, and Storm Shadow are going to be made available, I didn't say when! And I also said that we were going to be getting Serpentor during the stream, but it looks like my sources have disclosed to me that that's going to be revealed during the Yojo June. Thank you, Shill Island. If you haven't already checked it out, Shill Island has released breaking news revealing all these figures that were already revealed hours earlier by the folks at Hasbro Pulse. So you don't want to miss that. Now, after showing off Zarana, they decided to go ahead and show off another figure that was one of the digital renders from February's G.I. Joe stream, and it was none other than Dusty. Listen, baby. Not you, Dusty. We're talking about Dusty from G.I. Joe. They ended up talking about Corey, who was inconspicuous by his absence. They mentioned how he has 6,000 figures and 6,000 rings to match. And what the Elite Legend is upset about is how Dusty does not have any felt on his helmet. How the hell are we going to fondle the felt without any felt? But they did go on about wall thickness with his helmet, which is very important. They talked about rushing the wall thickness and not snapping the peg. And I'm like, I'm glad my kids ain't watching this stream. Now, after announcing Dusty and Zarana, another one of the figures that was digitally rendered back in February was the Crimson Guard, an army builder that the Elite Legend cannot wait to have in my collection. The Crimson Guard look amazing. They went on about how awesome the artwork is. They talked about having Snakehead and Snaketooth. Listen, baby! The American Dream spent a little time down in Texarkana, and there was a young lady from Tijuana, and she would take off that little snake tooth and give you that, Dusty, come on! So just as the Elite Legend said, they were going to show off the digital renders from the last stream. They were going to show off some figures that are coming soon. Who knows when? There's no release date. They are just going to be released in the future. They put up some pre-orders. Let me know in the comments. Did you pre-order anything? The Elite Legend made some pre-orders, but that's another video for another day. So before the stream came to a close, Emily went ahead and told us that we've kind of been hyping Yojo June, and it's not that we're going to tell you what's happening, but something's probably going to be happening. Wow, what a hype man. Man, with hype people like this, You have to wonder, why is there not more retailer enthusiasm for this line? It befuddles the American dream, and it befuddles the Elite Legend. Listen, baby, befuddling. That's when you get in front of a jelly and a motorboat and go... Dusty, that is not befuddling. What is wrong with you? The Elite Legend is befuddled on how anyone can think that this stream was a smashing success. With the exception of the Valaverse Sergeant Slaughter, this was just digital renders, and actually seeing a physical representation of a digital render from 2 months ago and a bunch of pre-orders that we won't get until 2024. By then, this G.I. Joe line might be on its deathbed if it's not already. The Elite Legend believes that retailers want an SKU change. The Elite Legend is not optimistic that we will be getting the Crotch Master, the Storm Shadow, or the Spirit with holistic healing powers anytime soon. I know Shield Island broke the news that we might be getting these figures soon, but it was a GameStop website, and GameStop is always preparing items for order, but they don't tell you when. So when it comes to ordering these G.I. Joe figures, you want to shit in one hand and wish in the other. So there you have it, folks. Let me know in the comments, what did you think about the stream? What did you like? What did you dislike? What did you pre-order? What do you want? What do you need? What do you think is coming in June? And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to all of Elite Legends' next videos. I drop content regularly, so you don't want to miss that. Follow the Elite Legend on Instagram at Elite Legend 224. I started a toy group over on Facebook called Elite Toy Collectors. Join the fam there. Check out the Elite Legends G.I. Joe Classified Series playlist, Marvel Legends playlist, Thrift Haul playlist. The Elite Legend found a his tank at a thrift store, so check out that playlist to get more content like that. And until next time, I want you to make mine